Who gets to wear the letter A on their jersey this season as a Golden Knights alternate captain? With the departure of Alex Pietrangelo, does VGK designate one assistant captain, or will there be multiple players sharing the honor? That and much, much more on this edition of Locked On Golden Knights.
You're Locked On Golden Knights, your daily podcast on the Vegas Golden Knights, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Hi again, everyone. Alternate captain Tony Cardasco here, longtime sportscaster, marketing consultant, and the host of Odyssey's Saturday Sports Beat tomorrow from 8 to 9 a.m. You can listen everywhere. And he is Chris Golick, the owner of Silver State Cards and Sports and the collectibles editor for the Hockey News. Thanks for making us your first listen each and every day, and find us wherever you get your podcast. Coming up ahead, some news yesterday from rookie camp about Trevor Connelly. Week to week now, not cheek to cheek, Golick, week to week, as rookie camp yesterday started and ended, and what the Fridays later on
started and ended.
It's a like 1 day camp, right? So Alex Pietrangelo wore that coveted A for VGK for the past 5 seasons, and he had it on his sweater, the letter A. Last season, Petro was the only alternate captain, and with Pietrangelo gone now, left on that injured list and all of that, now does VGK just replace one assistant captain? Will there be more than one alternate captains for this upcoming season? And why is this such an important topic?
I mean, number one, having a letter on your jersey is nothing but an honor, and every player sees it as such. And many National Hockey League teams only have limited captains in their entire history. The Golden Knights have had one captain now going on 9 seasons, and that's how many teams are. One captain is the captain for 4, 5, 6 years at a time, and of course the alternates do not take that designation lightly by any means. I was wrestling up and back with this, and I actually like the way the Golden Knights handled this in the 23-24 season and the 19-20 season, in which the Golden Knights had a pair of alternates for home games and a pair of alternates for road games to pass along that delegation to more players. Obviously, Mark Stone is the captain, and who should get the other 4 letters? That's where I kind of wrestled. Jack Eichel, no doubt, that's a no-brainer. We'll agree on that. After that, I think it's kind of up in the air a little bit. I've got my list. I'm curious what you got first, though.
Okay, I think someone that has earned the honor and has been an assistant or an alternate captain in the past might surprise someone.
You're gonna say Hertl.
Or no, I'm going to go with Reilly Smith. Reilly Smith. I mean, a ton of respect. A 6-time assistant captain. Pretty much the coaching staff, team management. Sometimes the players will also be voting on who wears the A with VGK. What is the system there? But I definitely have to put into that hat, I have to put the name of Reilly Smith. We know Eichel. We know Marner. Perhaps Hertl. Reilly Smith is.
We know Marner? You think so?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What's Marner done?
Absolutely. I would give it to
Marner. What has Marner done in Vegas?
Well, who? Okay. I know where you're going. You want Karlsson to be an A. Go ahead.
Sure, but it's not because it's not nothing to do with Karlsson. I mean, listen, Mitch Marner, he's going to be a wonderful player, and I don't think you give him the keys to the car after he's been in Vegas for 5 minutes. That's my only argument against Mitch Marner. And Reilly Smith, I would not be against it. My only concern about Reilly Smith is, he's here on a 1-year deal. Does he sign another 1-year deal? So on and so forth. I'm hoping to find some consistency as far as the assist or the alternates go. And now you can also argue William Karlsson. We're getting close to the end of his current contract. Karlsson has 2 more seasons left, and then he's UFA in 27-28. We'll see if Karlsson winds up staying. But my list for the 4 alternates that would 2 and 2 for each home and away game. Eichel, Karlsson, and then I like a pair of defensemen. So you have a defenseman every game wearing the letter. And I want Shea Theodore to wear a letter. He's got the long contract. He's been here since day one. And I think Theodore getting that leadership would help his game and help him remain responsible on the ice. And then I'm going to go Noah Hanifin as the other one.
No.
For a similar reason for how long his contract is.
Nah. Nothing about Reilly Smith.
Just he's on a 1-year deal. He might not be here next year. I want the same people to wear these letters for the next 4 years.
Crying out loud. So Mark Stone has now this is his season as the team captain. And the first seasons, there were rotating assistant captains, right? Alternate captains here in Las Vegas. Are we overthinking this whole process? Are we overthinking things here? And just who should wear it? Yes, Eichel, absolutely.
Yes.
And last season, was it only it was only Pietrangelo as an
it was only Pietrangelo and then Karlsson. And then last year was Eichel, Karlsson, Pietrangelo. Correct.
No, I thought it was only Pietrangelo.
Pietrangelo had his alternate captain, had a letter. Eichel and Karlsson were switching home and away games.
Okay, so home and away. What are the duties? Again, if the Capitan goes down, then they're the captain. Is that what happens there?
I mean, no. So during the game, it is important because anyone wearing a letter is the only one who can go to the officials' crease when they're describing what's going on. The captains are the one who really do most of the talking and maybe chirping to the referees. And in the locker room, of course, when it comes to accountability, standing up and being that voice when the team needs it. And, when someone stands up and says, hey, I got something to say, and they got a letter on their jersey, you're going to listen, and you're going to listen more than if they don't have a letter on their jersey. That's just kind of how it goes. I'm not saying people don't have respect if they're not one of the team captains or alternates, but when your captain or your alternate captain stands up and says, hey, we got to do this better, or hey, we're playing like beepity beep 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 beep, it's time to get our beeps in gear and get going. I don't know if Karlsson would give that kind of speech, Tony, but
no.
You know where I'm going with that.
No, but for VGK, I think you need these players that are going to step up. Yes, absolutely. Eichel I would just probably give it to just Eichel in a perfect world. I went back, I was reading a story about Rick Tocchet in Vancouver. And the way that he selected his captain was before he did so, he wanted to make sure that he really paid attention to players and how they approached winning and losing. So how they handled both winning and losing in situations, and they selected Quinn Hughes. Did they need to name right now an alternate captain before the season begins? Okay, now, we know Eichel, the way he handles winning and losing, and we know some of the other players as well. But, Mitch Marner, though, hey, listen, Mark Stone was here for one season. For his first season, I believe, full season, he was an alternate captain. So why not Marner? Give him a chance.
I get the perspective, and I just don't think it's something that needs to be earned. And can you earn it after being in town for a matter of months, or in this case, a matter of weeks or a week and a half, if you will, for a training camp and do that much? Now, Marner has made the comment he wants to have the players over, on a weekly basis and,
Sure.
Build that internal community and things like that. So maybe it's already happening. Who knows? Maybe the Marner household's already hosting these gatherings and such. And if that's the case, if it winds up just being Jack Marner and obviously Mark Stone wearing the captain, I'm okay with that. I'd also co-sign on Eichel, Theodore, and Karlsson. Eichel always having a letter with Theo and Karlsson alternating.
And the thing about this whole process is that there's nothing standardized, right, by the NHL. So
good.
You just pretty much make it up as you go along. And it could be the coaches, management, combination of both. And then at the end, maybe players with the deciding votes. Coming up next, VGK rookies are set to play games this weekend. It is so back. The rookie face-off that's happening. The Golden Knights' Trevor Connelly is listed as out. He's week to week. We'll talk about it next right here on Locked On Golden Knights. Most people cannot name all their financial accounts or even what they're worth, whether it's 401ks or properties or investments. And when you don't have the full picture, you can end up leaving money on the table. And that's why there's Monarch Money. It is an all-in-one personal financial tool that you can use. It brings your entire portfolio to life, all in one clean, easy-to-use interface on your laptop or on your phone, as Monarch Money does all the heavy lifting. So you can link all your accounts in just a matter of minutes. You can see clear data visuals. You can get smart categorization of your spending, and finally feel in control of your money without ever touching a gosh darn spreadsheet. Hate those things these days. So Monarch makes it simple to review your finances with your partner as well. You can both see budgets, goals, and spending activities across the board, all in one place. Use the promo code LOCKEDONNHL at monarchmoney.com, and you could do it in your browser for half off of your first year. That's 50% off of the first year at monarchmoney.com. Use the promo code LOCKEDONNHL. Welcome back on this edition, this WTF edition of Locked On Golden Knights. We do this each and every week on Fridays. We have a blast doing so. We'll get all your comments coming up later on. Big weekend in Vegas, fight weekend. So the fight Saturday night, Monday night, Raiders football against the Chargers. It is a big battle, Golick. The battle for supremacy in the AFC West. What did I call it? The Western Division before? Okay. So hockey is so back, as we mentioned. VGK, the rookies will be playing against Utah on Saturday, and Colorado, the rookies, not the Rockies. Yeah, the Colorado rookies on Sunday. My goodness, why am I so challenged with the schedule? And we told you this past week. So VGK has Trevor Connelly's name on the VGK roster. Why? Why, we ask? We were sure that he was not completely healthy. And I remember, Chris, even asking you, will Trevor Connelly be playing one of these games, a period, what have you? And now in this rookie face-off this weekend, he is out. And the top prospect for VGK, according to the head coach, who's Ryan Craig of the rookies, he is out. He's here in Vegas. He's been working with the doctors here. And as we know, he was injured in that junior summer showcase, helped off the ice, banging knees with another player. And week to week, how long does that designation hold again? And why did VGK not say initially, like we thought perhaps Connelly could be out? Then we see his name on the roster. But why did VGK hold back?
I mean, it's not like there's games or anything. It's not like the regular season's going where you need to put a designation on it. So there's nothing being held back. It's just no one was able to, be around the team until the last 24 hours when this condensed rookie camp got going. Craig said a few things that caught me that I found interesting. He's got an opportunity to play in the NHL, which is obviously growing his game at the American League level. Right. Talked about a series of checkpoints that Connelly has to go through. And I'm curious, I would love to dive deeper into that and wonder what Ryan Craig's checkpoints are, not just for Connelly, but for other rookies throughout their journey, if you will, with the Henderson Silver Knights and ultimately trying to become an everyday NHL player. And I'm sure a lot of it's responsibility. I'm sure a lot of it is two-way hockey and, no different than when I'm chirping my kids about when I'm coaching them at the youth level. It's winning your battles, winning your races, and doing the little things right, and just being on points every single second of every single shift. And we talk about the margins of NHL hockey and how close it is from winning to losing. And you just take deep dives into watching these goals as they happen. And so many times it's just the slightest little thing, whether it's a quick turnover, a quick move getting open. I always highlight how Cassidy, in not so many words, called out Jonathan Marchessault for having a stick in the wrong lane in a game a couple of years ago. And all of this, it starts at the rookie camp, Tony. It starts at the rookie camp. It starts at that's how you work on becoming an everyday professional player.
Okay, my concerns are great on Trevor Connelly, not on what he's doing on the ice, but what is this, his third knee injury? You have to be very concerned. And we knew that this was a more than average injury. It looked pretty severe. He couldn't put any weight on his right leg. He was helped off the ice, did not look good. There were no updates throughout the summer. And by putting his name on the roster.
Well, but they downplayed it, though. There were some reports that popped, and it was very downplayed. Obviously, that was
his knee popped. That's the only thing that popped, for crying out loud. So I'm going through like some stories, some articles. The Daily Faceoff yesterday, they had an article that said these are the top players to watch in rookie camps and rookie showcases across the country. And Trevor Connelly's name's on there because VGK left his name on the roster.
Oh, his name was on there. Okay, because we talked yesterday's or the day before. Forgot.
Yeah, no. I said his name was on there, and then I recall asking you, is he going to play? Like, will he play much? What are they going to do? Does he play one game, two, whatever? And you seem to be, I thought at the time, all in that he might be playing.
He should have played both games. Health,
if he was healthy, of course. Yeah,
health pending. Right. I mean, it's unfortunate that the 61st prospect ranked by the hockey writers, unfortunately, is not going to be making an appearance right now. And again, it's important for him to be on the ice. It is a showcase for multiple reasons. Number one, for the Vegas Golden Knights to see what they have, and also for the rest of the NHL. And I know we joke about the prospects all being traded away, but the reality is it's not just McPhee and McCrimmon watching what's happening at City National. All the general managers, have boots on the ground, so to speak, at a lot of these camps, just kind of scouting and everything. And you'll see tons and tons of scouts at these games coming up as well. And this is kind of the start of all the madness. Fleming's name did come up. I don't know if you were going to go there or not, but I'll start there. And I like what Ryan Craig said. We have not taken Fleming's development lightly.
Okay.
That's a good quote. He's going back from offense to defense. This is
he's going from defense
he's making
to
a name
offense.
For himself.
He's going from defense to offense, right? He's going to be playing on a wing position now.
Yeah, no, he's dude's making a name for himself in his seventh rookie camp or whatever it is now. But it's good. It's although you always joke about term limits, you'll take Fleming at every camp until he's 35, and you'd be happy.
I'd be so happy. So it was just kind of funny to me because the questions to Ryan Craig were as though everyone was tuning into our show about the players that we like, the ones that we spotlighted this past week. So Jackson Hallam, everyone had to ask about Hallam because he comes off the leg injury. It's great to have him back at camp. And the guy that just skates in a straight line, that second line should be pretty good, though, because I think Uchez was, again, the center on that line. And Uronen.
There's some speed on that line. There's some speed.
He's on that line, too. Well, let's hope Hallam doesn't just skate straight ahead and go right into the boards again. So we got to be careful about that. Joe Fleming's name was mentioned, and Carl Lindbaum's name was out there. Those were the questions. We're geniuses on this show.
Said no one. Lindbaum looked good. That was the quote right where he left off. Craig seemed a little taken back by how well Lindbaum looked. And again, it's day one of a rookie camp or day two, whatever it is, but still Lindbaum he's checking the boxes. And I've been telling everyone probably for the last 2 months that watch Lindbaum, watch how he performs down over in Henderson and see how long it takes him. He's going to get NHL minutes this year with the Vegas Golden Knights.
He will. We're excited about that. I'm definitely excited.
I'll put out there right now, Lindbaum, more minutes than Schmidt.
Ooh, that's spicy. Big take this morning.
NHL
by the way, I have to make sure that I mention this. The last goal for Fleming, I believe, was January the 5th of 2024.
Dude, he's due.
How many fights? It's 1 and a hook, I think, the total there for 2 fights this weekend.
Per period?
It could be per period. Coming up next, it is that time of the week once again. It is WTF. It's What the Friday on this very show. Stay tuned next, right here on Locked On Golden Knights. The NFL season is definitely here, and FanDuel's making sure that you are ready for kickoff with a can't-miss offer. Right now, new customers, you can bet just $5, and if that bet wins, you will get $300 in bonus bets, and you can use it across the board. We definitely love to use FanDuel because it fits however we like to bet. Player props, numero uno. Of course, you could build those same-game parlays, which are so much fun, and you can also jump in live as the action unfolds. Some of my friends took advantage of Washington last night in the game, +9 and a hook. So they went to the window at one point. It was 11 and a half at one point.
I was +3 before the game. That didn't work out too well.
It is quick. It is easy. It's the best way to add a little spice and a little bit more energy to Sundays and whatever else games are played around the NFL. You are so ready to play. So download the FanDuel app today. Visit FanDuel.com and you will get started. That's FanDuel.com, and you can place your first $5 wager. Welcome back on this WTF edition of Locked On Golden Knights. Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick reporting from Las Vegas. We appreciate you making us your first listen. Wherever you might be, please subscribe to our Locked On Golden Knights YouTube channel. So I'm going to start off WTF. Again, we have some comments to make, good or bad, VGK, anything else around the league, what have you. Sometimes it goes absolutely off the rails. But my first WTF today would have to be around Kirill Kaprizov. And how do you turn down all of those rubles? The richest contract in NHL history, $16 million a year. My goodness. Someone reported yesterday that the Wild had asked for Kaprizov's no trade list. Well, I don't think he has one. I think he's locked in there. But I wonder, what the Wild's next move is if he does want more money. If Kaprizov is looking for more than $16 million a year, like who would pay for that? There are some teams that have a chunk of cash left there, and they could probably pay him. But again, at the sake of what? The future of your team? Are there really suitors in this $18 to $20 million range? Again, great player, super, needs to stay healthy. He's phenomenal. He's one of the NHL's elite. And I'm wondering if he does want more money. And I wonder how much hardball now, as again, those dominoes in effect, Chris, are falling. I'm wondering how much Jack Eichel is putting on the stall tactics. The tactics are his camp here to do a little wait and see. And maybe Eichel could get more money, squeeze more money out of VGK. WTF, let's start there.
If Kaprizov signs a deal for 16.5, how does Eichel not lock in 15 million AAV? I mean, that's just
right.
the thing.
Exactly. And you can't blame him for going after the bag. You can't.
No. I mean, listen, it's out there. Go get it. I mean,
it's biz.
That's my perspective. Or the owners keep the money anyway. But no, I mean, I'm with you on WTF Kaprizov. Like, how much more do you want than to be the highest paid person ever in your profession? Now, I think the only argument is term. I think he probably is okay with that $16 million number, but he probably wants it for 3 or 4 years. Then he wants to go for more when the salary cap continues to go up, and his next contract might be 3 times 20 or something like that. As crazy as it sounds, it's actually not that far off. So I'll co-sign on that Kaprizov WTF. And only when I got listed, I got a couple of YouTube ones I'll read real fast. But hockey is back, right? I mean, this is what we waited for.
Back. It is so back.
This is what we grinded the off season for, and record all those shows and kept going and everything. And now I feel like we're definitely on point as we come into an exciting year for the show. Obviously, we got to keep that a little close for a little longer, but a big exciting announcement coming very, very soon, and probably as early as Monday's episode. You'll be able to see it in more places. I'll say it very politely like that. And a couple WTFs here on YouTube here. Here we go. Caveman Jerome. This Chris fella answered his own question. This is in regards to Kaprizov in yesterday's show. He's never been out of the first round. There's the answer. He knows he'll get the money no matter where he ends up. He wants to win. It's a Russian thing, and it looks like he has no faith in Bill Guerin being able to find that out. Okay. KTFC points out the income tax in Minnesota, nearly 10%. And then Adam Ranger responds, 14.42 million after state tax. He'll be fine. I think that's a funny one. Scotty says March, he wanted to stay in Vegas as well, referencing Jack Eichel still being without an extension.
Right.
So on and so forth.
Okay. We've got some WTFs on the X. Jakar 3G. WTF, Trevor Connelly, week to week, months after his injury. That actually happened, in July, late July. If he keeps getting injured, we won't be able to trade him. So he's looking at
this is going to screw up the entire plan here.
Okay, T.A. Nyman, another week gone and another WTF is Eichel's contract. I sure hope Kirill isn't holding it up, and I have to believe he is now.
It's on the radar. It's on the radar.
There's no doubt it's on. There's no doubt it is on the radar. WTF? I mean, in the wildest dreams, there's wild. Of course, throw that name out with that team. There's no way that Kirill Kaprizov could wind up here. There's no way. There's no way. Never say never.
There's no way.
Shiny new Russian. That Kirill Kaprizov could wind up in Las Vegas.
Bring it. We'll find a way.
You like it? Or you think
we'll find a way?
Line
one, Kaprizov, Marner, Eichel, LFG.
Yeah. Monica says Kaprizov passing on the huge back is wild. I like that. That's pretty crazy. But
original.
So much money. That is so much money to leave on the table. Our guy E-Runs. Thanks so much, E-Runs. He's sending me my Oasis jersey. He picked it up at the Rose Bowl. It is authentic. It is expensive.
Sell on eBay, flip it.
He would have done that if I declined to pay. I think he threw some tariffs in there too, maybe. So E-Run says Pietrangelo won't be on the 20-man playoff roster, so his LTIR status won't matter. A player's full season salary counting towards the playoff cap, even if they join the team midseason, is a bigger impact for VGK. Tony Cardasco and Chris Golick will see you Monday right here on Locked On Golden Knights.